Hello, Shane. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
Hello, my name is Shane. I live in Australia, North Queensland, Australia, and
Mhm.
I've been in Hustlers University now since September last year. I work fly in and fly out on a in the gas fields in southern Queensland. I joined Hustlers University to one to make more money, to multiply my money. I'm currently in the crypto campus under Professor Adam and in the stocks campus under Professor Ayush.
Mhm. Okay, so working at gas fields, how did you find out about Hustlers University? Let's start there.
Well, to tell you the truth, it's a pretty sad story, Rokas. I was overweight. I was stressed out at work. My life was going nowhere. Um, and I found Andrew Tate's content on Instagram. He was on Instagram before he was banned, and he said to me, and I was sitting on the couch at the time, and he said, and he was doing a podcast with, and on one of the many podcasts that he does, and he said that there's been your ancestors have fought saber-toothed tigers and fought in wars, and you're sitting on the couch, and that really resonated with me to get off my ass and then find Hustlers University. So I signed up in September last year and I've been in here every day.
What got you to that state where you were overweight, stressed, and I'm presuming purpose? You didn't have a purpose either.
I didn't have a purpose. I was divorced. I'm middle aged. I'm a lot older than a lot of people that come into this university. I'm 50, 52, so I was 51 at this point, and my life was going nowhere. You know, I was drinking a lot. I was eating too much crap. I hadn't been in a gym for 20, 25 plus years. And my financial situation was, although I make good money, but I wasn't multiplying it. I was just basically living pay to pay. I'd go away for the boys' trip or go out on a Friday night with some friends. And that was basically the only sort of joy I had in my life, really. And so I found Hustlers University. And every day I'm in here networking, building my wealth, going to the gym every day. Because when I first joined, you had fitness accountability part uh, of the Hustlers University, and I was pretty involved in that. So I joined a gym. I've lost about 10 to 15 kilos. I'm stronger at 52 than I was in my 20s.
Hmm. That's amazing to hear. And there's one more thing I want to ask
Sure.
about your past.
Mm.
Did you get to that state because you were following society's guidelines on how to live life, or was it something else?
Oh, like I said, I was divorced. So I don't know if I was following society's guidelines. I think I probably was. I wasn't looking for the David Goggins or the Patrick Bet Davids or the Andrew Tates. I was just bumbling through life, if you get me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And after having joined Hustlers University, as much as you remember, month by month, what did you end up implementing from the lessons? What did you change in your life? How did you start increasing how much money you're making? Just again, everything you remember roughly month by month, but doesn't have to be just chronological order.
Okay, so I started doing the lessons in Ayush's stocks trading campus, the stocks campus, which is more trading, and I've never traded before. I've still not traded stocks. I have long-term stock portfolio. And then I was just going through the campuses one day and I found an Australian voice on the campuses, which was Professor Adam with crypto investing. And so I'll check this Australian guy out. And I I seen a podcast that he did on the War Room, or it's the War Effort, I think it's called, and he sort of basically gave a rundown on his past, and he has a similar background to me in oil and gas. He was an electrician, I'm a fitter. So so then I bounced over to Professor Adams' crypto investing and started doing his lessons and going through and just kept going down the rabbit hole of crypto investing. And it's been a journey. I've passed the masterclass and now I'm building my systems to invest in crypto.
Hmm. Okay. Pass masterclass. How long did it take you to pass it? Because I know a lot of people spend quite a bit of time on that.
I did. I got to, it was a silver bishop before I got to pass the masterclass. I was just going over lessons again and again and again. Like I say, I'm 52. I don't retain things as I did when I was in my 20s. But yeah, I got there in the end, and through help from advanced students, captains. We have a awesome captain in the crypto investing campus, and she's a girl, and she is awesome. She's in the chats every day. She's helping students every day. It's amazing to see that, Adam calls her like a sentient AI. She's out there. So yeah, shout out to Kara.
Hmm. Okay. And what has that led to in terms of increasing your income then, having passed the masterclass and implementing the lessons from it?
While implementing the lessons, I know what to try. I develop a system now so I can trade. I can strategically dollar cost average into asset class of crypto. I know when to get in by using a system and know when to pull out at certain times. And although Adam has a signals page, he encourages all his students to develop their own systems. And I'm going down that rabbit hole at the moment. I've
Mhm.
developed 2 systems. So I've got another 2 or 3 left to go through to the level 5. And then he gives his fully docked signals, which are the proper top alpha. And but by that stage, you should be able to develop your own fully docked signals so that you can bring the alpha to Professor Adam and say, hey, look, this is what I found.
Mhm. Okay. And how much can you reveal for what kind of signals you actually use and find most beneficial, and for
Well,
what reason?
I've used the strategic dollar cost averaging system. I've got Bitcoin and the Ethereum. I've just developed my Ethereum one. I'm currently going through the process of developing my medium term trend probability indicator. So that then will give me the alpha that I'll be able to invest in altcoins. So then I think the next one is RDFS, I think it's called. So
Mhm.
then I think you go on and then you work with the team and you develop indicators and all the systems of Professor Adams choosing.
Okay. And again, if you're comfortable revealing implementing those systems, how much are you earning now because of them, roughly, let's say, per month?
Well, with my strategic dollar, I've been in this course since September. I taken a crypto portfolio of say $20,000 and now it's worth 6 figures.
So yeah, very solid. And has that changed your lifestyle at all?
Not
Are
not
you
really
looking
because
at the
I'm still
pace or?
building.
Mhm.
I haven't bought the sports car yet, but no, I'm still I'm still building. I'm still building the portfolio, Rockers, and I'll yeah. So within 2 or 3 years after this bull run, then yeah, I'll probably have a lifestyle change.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, for now, just focusing on compounding.
Yeah, focusing on
Yeah.
compounding, building my systems, and getting everything right. So once the bull run's finished, then I'll be able to take my money and put it into something solid and wait until crypto comes back up again and then develop those systems to
Makes sense.
ladder out or invest back in.
Hmm. And how different is your average day now then? What does it look like compared to before you joined Hustlers University?
Well, before I joined Hustlers University, I was waking up like an accident. Right now, I go to the gym every day. I get into the chats every morning. I do my GMs. I'm in the council as well, so I do my GMs in the Hustlers University Council. And the Hustlers University Council is a really awesome concept because that gives the students avenue to improve the platform.
Hmm. Could you give a bit more information on that? How did you get into the council, and
Well,
as much
I
as you can reveal about it?
well I got in because I wanted to give something back to something that's been so good to me. So I see a lot of young people in Hustlers University come in and be start making money, start making friends from all over the world, and everybody wants to see you win. That's beside them. So I wanted to give back to that. So I joined the Hustlers University Council, and you have direct access to people like Luke, to all the professors.
Hmm.
And it's not just in the chats; it's direct messages, and we have a say on what goes on within the platform. There's 200 odd thousand people in Hustlers University now, and I think that there's what 300 or 400. I think there's 300 of us now in the council, which is you have that opportunity of being part of a legacy that Hustlers University, the biggest and best educational platform on the planet, to improve and to take to the next level.
Hmm. Or yeah, that I used to hear Luke saying that Hustlers University is, as you say, the best educational platform on the planet. But I was like, surely not. Surely that's over exaggerating. But over all these interviews, man, I've really come to understand that it truly is. There's just no comparison to it. How it's changing people's lives. And yeah,
I
for
just changed mine
$50, yeah,
at 52.
insane. Or and since you're on this trajectory, then where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Oh, short term, like I'm saying, developing my systems and compounding my wealth. Medium term, probably the sports car and buying a bigger house. Long term, retiring a lot sooner than what I would have.
Mhm.
And joining the war room probably in the midterm, in this short term to midterm. I'll join the war room and network with
Right.
the individuals that are in there.
Right. Okay, so it sounds very solid, and yeah, that's most of my questions for our first interview. I look forward to doing a follow up with you in future to see how you're progressing and how's everything going for you. So to
Yeah.
wrap everything up, for people who are still unsure about joining Hustlers University because they're thinking it could be a scam for the $50, what advice would you have to them?
Well, it's definitely not a scam. 200,000 people can't be wrong. Well, it's $50 a month US. So if you look at that in Australian dollars, it's about $80. So that's a lunch and a round of beers for your mates. So if you go out for a round of beers on a Friday night or a dinner, that is a pub lunch with a round of beers. So that was my normal Friday night anyway, once upon a time. So if I'm now learning from millionaires how to invest in crypto, how to invest in stocks. There's kids that are doing drop shipping. There's kids that are content and AI. There's all these people making money, and like I said before, everyone wants to see you win. They don't. There is some negativity in every now and again, but it gets shut down pretty quickly. but everybody, 99.9% of people want to see you win, make money, and be a better human being for it.
Mm-hmm. Or exactly. And it was funny to hear you say towards the beginning of that 200,000 people can't be wrong, but in a way, not quite true because I think there have been scams in the past on a large scale. But in this case, it's recurring. That's the important thing. They actually
Yeah,
retain 200,000 people. So
yeah,
if you're retaining them, then yeah, that
yeah,
becomes quite impossible to have a
yeah,
scam that's retaining people month after month.
yeah.
So yeah, fair enough. And yeah, Shane, thank you for sharing your story.
No
It's
worries.
always amazing to hear how people's lives transform from joining a platform like Hustlers University, and especially
Yeah,
yours. As you said, you were overweight, you were stressed, having gone
yeah,
through a divorce, and
yeah.
how it's helped you change your life around. So yeah,
Exactly.
beautiful thing.
And many positive ways, mate, in many positive ways.
Mhm.
I even encourage the young blokes out at work where I work to join up, and one has, and he's starting now to make money in drop shipping. So
Mhm.
so
Beautiful.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, Shane, thank you very much,
Thank
and
you, Rockers.
wish you all the best until next time.
All right, mate. It's lovely to meet you, mate.